So if you can, looks like you can see my screen, just put a Y in there please if you're able to, as a yes, if you can see the screen and everything's hunky-dory and working alright. Okie doke, it's not too bad. And here we go, we're just getting going, and hello to Loretta, and you can see the screen, Loretta, as well. Just put a Y in the box if you want to. Let's have a look here. We've done a shout out. I think I wasn't recording, so I'll do a shout out to Greg Cooper. Happy birthday for next Tuesday. And let's have a look at my list here. You don't want to know my story? No, not yet. And you may join. Let's have a look here if I can do this. Let's put that in there. That's my Facebook name, of course, and there you can get images and look to see who I am and that sort of thing. And so let's have a look. We'll go quickly through the slides here. I just where's the slide? Here's a slide. That's one, and then click this button here. Yeah, so welcome. Now in your authority, you're an authority and you have experience and you have skills, and yes, your experience and skills and information and knowledge can be more valuable than you ever dreamed of. So don't fret that you mightn't have enough knowledge, but you could have a lot of knowledge there that's suitable to other people in a particular passion and marketplace. You've got to, what is your life story? There might be, your story can be valuable to highlight any major events in your life and put that in your story. And because they're important for certain things. I have a life story and major events and that sort of thing, so you put them in there as well. And what is your passion, topic and niche? Your main passion, it's good to be authority when you're doing your blog to do one on your main passion, because if you don't do one what you're passionate about, sometimes you can really lose interest, because as you go along you run out of ideas and all that, and you get sick of researching everything like that. So it's recommended as you're starting off to just do what you're passionate about. And then you select a topic from your passion, and then you can select a niche from the particular topic. And the topic can be, like the most common one is your health. Everyone's interested in their own health, and everyone's got an opinion about someone else's health, and you always want to give it to someone whether they want to or not. So in your health you could select a niche in the health, and of course the biggest one is weight loss, and that's a huge market and it's very competitive and everything like that. But it could be weight loss for mums after having babies in the family and things like that. So that could be the niche, and you could sub-niche in that from exercising for the health, and you could be yoga or something like that for those particular market, for those particular mums. So that's your sub-niche. And of course you can go down further and have a micro niche, and that's that thing there. So and the micro niche could be, if sub niche was yoga, could be elements of the yoga, like yoga equipment, yoga mats, yoga clothing, and everything like that. So I think I've got that covered, and we're rocking and rolling. Essential elements are the building of your authority blog site in your own unique voice. And that's your personality, your charm, and your influence. So try not to copy someone else's voice. That's not copy their content or anything like that, but copy their style and all that. It's best to have our own style and our own personality and charm shine through, and then we'll be able to influence, hopefully, from there on. Moving right along. Now, in the mastery section, Now is the time to master our own topic. Now we have to be the master of our own topic, so we'll research the topic that we've gone into and become familiar with it. Because what can happen is we can try and, by my experience anyway, and lots of other people's, we try and master too many things, and of course to be an expert or a top guru in a particular field, you have to really study it and master it. Just like going to university or doctors, they've got in the general field, and then they move further along and master in a particular field, of course, in that area. So that's what we should be doing, is mastering our topic first. You have to own the topic, and this is a process, and it will not happen overnight. So expectations have to be held in check, and that's another thing with working online and internet. When we first go into it, our expectations are probably too huge, and that we got to lower them down. I know people say you've got to have big expectations, otherwise you won't get anywhere, but sometimes when your expectations are huge and you're not reaching them, this disappointment comes in, and then you just fall by the wayside and get overwhelmed with everything like that. So I want to say hello to Loretta as well, who's joined us, and hope you're doing fine there, Loretta. So moving right along, your topic is first, and you have to know and understand our topic fully before knowing how any of the tools work. So that means, like, we have to, like I mentioned before, do plenty of research on the topic and really get involved amongst understanding the language of the topic that you're in before you can start processing and getting traffic or everything like that, because you want to be able to write or do videos or something about the content, so the knowledge has to be there before you can start using any of the tools, and you've got to be familiar with it. So get immersed in your topic and understand the language of the field that and marketplace you're in. And that's easy to do because you can do the research on Google and get immersed from all the information that you can find, and then put it in your own voice. And moving right along, so topic first and tools second. Okie doke, there has been no other time in history that more people are looking for information on how to improve their lives and grow their businesses. Now you'll know that because we all do it, and we all search, and we always looking to improve. And now, as you notice, it's such an exciting time to be online, because you can search and look for things and get knowledge and everything like that. And I do that sometimes, when I do too much sometimes, because I'm not focusing on what I'm supposed to be focusing on, because there's so much there to be able to look at and be interested in, and that sort of thing. Okay, how to improve their lives and grow their business. Well, we've done that, haven't we? Just have a little check here of something on the screen. Everything on my little chat board here, everything's going all right. Okay, next. Where's my next thing gone? There we go. It's great, isn't it? This experience of webinars. Rightio. Places you can spend your time online. Here we go. Reading emails, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, Dig, stumbled upon, forums, Warrior Forum. Keep away from the Warrior Forum. It's good for research, but you can get lost in there and spend too much time and buy too much stuff, going by my experience anyway. Reading blogs that other people's write. I mean, it's good to read blogs to get ideas and everything like that. I have a swipe file of blogs that I look at just to get ideas and research from. Watching webinars. We can watch a lot of webinars. It's good to be watching and learning and things like that, but we have to be careful that when we're starting off, we have to consume before we can produce anyway. I mean, that's just the process. So we've got to slowly wind the ratio around the other way from consuming and producing. Like at first when you start off, you're consuming 90% and producing 0, and then you've got to wind it back for 50-50 and then slowly like that. I was on a traffic, because I'm a traffic freak, and it's taken me a long time to learn about traffic, of course, but I was watching a webinar the other day, 4 days ago, and it was a one you had to pay to join, like $97, and it ran for 5 hours. I don't know, the guy spoke, there was two people presenting the webinar, but talk about get your brain full of stuff and overwhelm and everything like that. But they're recorded, of course, and you can go and pick bits out from that. That's a good thing about webinar events. They're free to attend, and you can pick little bits of information out, and the ones you don't want, you can just scrap. And another thing is buying products and not implementing them. I don't know whether, I think that's a common trait with all of us. We buy products thinking that we need the product, and then we're not going to implement. We can't implement because we haven't got time. And that's from my experience. Well, we've got to be careful. I mean, I'm at fault when it comes to this as well. I think I'm going to use this particular product in the next 2 weeks, and then 6 months later, I still haven't got to that stage. So we've got to be careful of buying products. Easier said than done, of course. Okay, places you can spend your time online. Now, as shown, we play around in all of these places, and should we be spending our time better? We never master the technique that is required to get the results we are looking for from any of those places. We are learning a tiny bit from each one, but not mastering any. So that's a good little bit to remember. Wouldn't it be wise to spend your time in the places that you can yield you the best possible results? Getting traffic visitors to your site is the most important strategy that you have to master. Yes, that's important, of course, but it's getting way back, a few slides back, understanding the topic is important. So there are steps to this. So now that you have got all of this traffic, your next assignment is to learn how to convert these visitors into money. Now that's a big secret as well, and it doesn't happen overnight. So that's what it says there. The big secret here is that it doesn't happen overnight, and that comes back to expectations again, where we expect it to happen, but then we get disappointed when it doesn't happen. So next slide. Just got to have a drink. On my fabulous water, because I only drink water. No tea, coffee, alcohol, anything, but you don't want to know that. That's another story for another time. So there's free traffic and paid traffic. And of course the resources for the traffic are in the mind map. And there's debates about paid traffic and free traffic, because free traffic is not free because you've got to spend your time implementing processes to require the free traffic. And paid traffic you have to pay, and sometimes we haven't got the dollars or the cash flow to pay, and then we don't know how to implement the paid traffic. So that's another story. My paid traffic expert is my son Philip. So his online business is in paid traffic, and that's where he earns his income from. But that's in another time as well. Building a database of subscribers, also known as an email list, another strategy that we have to master. All these things we have to master, so that's why it does take a bit of time. So subscribers are important. I can tell you a little story about that way back. In 1994, another guy and I started this manufacturing business building bathroom vanities, and there was 2 of us. And I had this bright idea that another sort of medium-sized manufacturing company that made these bathroom vanities was closing down. So we decided my idea was that we should be buying that, even though we couldn't afford it. So we bought the business. But the point I'm getting to, the asset of the business, we got equipment and everything like that, but the main asset of the business was their customer subscriber database, who was particular stores that we were able to take over and then sell our products into these particular stores. So a database, and that business grew, and then it just grew and grew, and then it grew up to 3.5 million turnover a year and everything like that. But that's, I can tell you that story one day maybe, because it collapsed in the end. But anyway, so but the point is that the database and subscribers are very important. They give you the leverage to move forward. Creating content. So we all know we make our content compelling and informative. This will turn visitors into customers, and then you have the chance of turning your customers into buyers. And once you got the buyers, you can build from there. Where are we? Next slide. Content management, producing the content for our site. We can do it ourselves, we can do outsourcing, or we can go down the track of hire or contract someone on a regular basis. Now, in my particular case, I do 90% of it myself, and that's probably why it's taken a lot longer. And I've done a little bit of outsourcing, but outsourcing is another little thing, dare I say it, that we have to master. But we have resources, of course, with that as well in the mind map system floating around. How to make money from the content on our sites. Well, text which is written with links, like that's your posts and your pages, and of course you might know we have links in them, forwarding to a particular offer that's a paid product that's relative to what we are writing about. Video with a call to action in the description. Now we have videos with call to actions, and the audio with a call to action in the audio and description. And we come to the finish line of the presentation of this, which is not the finish of the webinar, of course, but it's just that section there, so I can move that away. And has this been interesting for you people on so far? Have you is it interesting? Is there yes, no, or anything like that? Well, we've got to get rid of this. Not like that. Now that's interesting. So shall I leave it there and bring it across this thing here? We can see this, of course, and we'll go into YouTube and look at a call to action. So that's showing on the screen. So we go into our YouTube, one of my YouTube accounts here. This is the Bruce Stewart one, not the Authority Site Nomad one. We'll go into Video Manager section, and I'll scroll down here to the power of pinning using Pinterest. So we'll click on that, and that up comes that, and the video, we won't play the video, this is just to stop. The power and pinning info is here, so here is highlighted here is the call to action. So that leads this first URL leads to my authority site, and then if people want to read it they can click on here, and there's a call to action which opens up and hopefully into person's website, and we make sales from that. Sometimes we do. I've made one anyway, and that's where that leads to. Okay, so that's power of pinning of our YouTube. Oh, this is my YouTube channel, so we can go back to Video Manager. I do a little bit in YouTube, slowly growing. See, this is all the videos in this particular account. It's 70 altogether. Only a couple make some money, not many. But this is the analytics in YouTube. Just so I hope you can see that screen properly. Just see if I can enlarge it. There you go. Particular rightio. And earnings for month of August, which is just passed. It hasn't flicked over because this is in US time, the YouTube is. So there's an earnings for August in YouTube, and only from, to give you an idea, only from this particular video and this one, a little bit from this one and a little bit of that one, like that. So there's, but that's YouTube, how it works, and that's increasing because I've only been monetizing these since February or something this year. Where last month it was, this is your stats, you see it gives you 2,600 views and $54 for income for the month of July. So that's trolling along okay. We do a little bit of AdSense. Now why I'm showing you this, just to be transparent and show you that just AdSense here, that I don't earn thousands of dollars online or anything like that, and there's no rubbish like with that sort of thing, but just show you what's possible and what you do with the authority site. Now this is, I'll bring that up further on the screen. This is the AdSense. Last month was $66, this month is $94, which is finishes today. And that's just in your AdSense section, rightio, so we can put that away. We'll put YouTube away, and what else can we look at? I want to get rid of this I got to get rid of this thing, PowerPoint here. That's it. No. Try again. Try that. That's, oh, isn't that great? Let's have a look here. Oh, here it is up here. Must be getting old. That's something. What's this button? Help. Yeah. What's this button? Let's back to that button. Come on, get off the screen. Oh, it can stay there. Let's bring across. We'll go into the mind maps. No, we're going to go. Here we go. That's better. Rightio. We'll just go to. Come on, work. Doesn't like working. I'm just bringing up our website. Okay. Do it by hand. Members, just the back end. So this is the back end of the website. Logging in of the membership of the authority site, Nomad. It's the dashboard section. There you go. That's what you have in your blog, whatever blog you have, and all the plugins and everything like that. So when you're setting up your blog, in the mind map it goes through all these different tabs here, of course. Let's bring that up higher. Oops. There. So we can see it on the screen. Then we can look at the front part by visit site here. Oh, whoops. Oh, okay. I'll play. We'll do it this way. Authority there. No, I don't want members. I don't want that part, do I? We don't want the front part. We want the members section. That's better. Coming along. Right, in this mind map that we've built, that I have built, sorry, as you've probably seen and been through it, and it has all the modules here of the different sections. Now I'll bring across a mind map, and yep, that's the 101 mind map. That's just information on authority site examples. I'll just make that bigger. And of course, you know how to, maybe if you do want to look at this, you just click on these buttons, like Copy Blogger is a nice authority site, and you can click on this little icon here, and that takes you through to the site, to the web browser tab, and of course it doesn't show for some Internet Explorer. It's trying to, anyway, that's what's did happen. Maybe because I've got GoToWebinar running as well, that's influencing that. And Copy Blogger here is by Brian Clark, and it's quite a nice blog. So those examples, and of course it didn't happen overnight for these people. So you can look at that. The main one we work on for getting ourselves going, of course, is the Foundation Module 202, and I'll just make that bigger. And there's quite good information in here. And as I've said before in emails and that, I've created this myself to help me with my memory, so I know I can refer back to things and that sort of thing, and got resources where I can find them when I want to, that I've saved. So it is very important actually. What is the purpose of your site? So I've had a few sites kicking around and getting along and starting to get going in March, I think. March this year, March, April, May, I think. April and May, I had 6 of my sites hacked, and that was the end of that. I got them back again, but the director indexing and everything like that, and it's a bit like starting again, but what can you do? You just have to keep on going and put more security. You learn a bit more about security when that happens, of course, but anyway, that's part of experience. And in here there's the purpose of your site is, why am I doing this then? What am I doing? Who's reading it? Who's the target market? What type of information am I giving? And that's where we got to master the topic. And of course I'm still working on that myself, and we'll just can all be doing that for a while. What are our main topics? These are your categories and things like that. So that's information in there. And this is very important. You are a reporter and a publisher, so you've got to report and edit and publish. It's a bit like owning a newspaper, isn't it? Video, no advertising, affiliate links to begin with. Offer great content, build your personal brand. It's a combination between great products and great business model. That's a video on that actually in there. What's an important part in here? That any time you have allocated to working, the goal is not to consume any information that is out there until the moment you need it. You should not be learning the 45 different ways that you can use Facebook if you don't even have a niche let alone a website. I should be reading that one more often myself. Can anyone relate to that? If you want to, if you want your marketing effort to be successful, you need to make sales and profit, but that comes along later. So that's the planning of your blog. Market research is the big one. The big thing is happening at the moment with Google, so we don't know where we're all going to end up, but we still have to keep on plodding along, because there's big changes in the algorithm after this weekend with Google, and a lot of SEO, that how people used to do SEO is all going by the wayside, and it's a whole new ball game. Now this is, don't know whether you've been in here or not, but this is setting up your blogs and parts of this part here with home, posts, media, links, pages, commitments, appearance, plugins, and everything like that is in this section here. Bring that up again, and everything like that. And plugins, this is a plugin section, all the plugins we can put in our blog. I'll close that off, and in this webinar we're just doing the overview, of course, of getting started, and all that there. Google Analytics, setting up analytics, Alexa Analytics, security section, to slow down hackers. In a standard WordPress theme, you have to remove the Powered by WordPress footer link. I only learnt that about a month ago, of course. That's that section. Trying not to bore you too much. That's the foundation. I think we've been YouTube account setup, very important, and of course your Gmail is very important, and Google Plus is very important. Okay, so that's the foundation, and then we move right along. For later we can have strategies, what to work on. Bring this up here, and this up here. Content for our site, find what people are talking about, and just written content, video content, audio content, Q&A, software, and everything like that. Make sure you change your permalinks. There's 3 different ways, 4 different ways, but this is one particular way that I use. There's writing content. There's a document in there about writing content. See if this works on this webinar. See if it works with GoToWebinar. Let's have a look. Let's press this. Content writing. Oh yeah. It's open on my other screen, so I'll bring it across. So there's information there about content writing. Oh no, let's bring it up this way, that you can read. So that's in the mind map, in the nodule part there. So I'll click that off. So that works. Oh no, that works on the webinar anyway. We all pages posts, they're just called documents, because each one has its own unique URL. Each document has a URL of its own, so it's its own little part on the World Wide Web. SEO target pages, article writing, duplicate content. It's a duplicate content. See if this one works. PDF here. Don't sort of worry yourself too much about that duplicate content bit. And we can bring that up. It's well written by Craig Ballantyne from Turbulence Training, which has got a very, very successful site online in the health industry, fitness industry. So that's that. We'll close that off, close that down. And buying content, and of course that's not fully developed just yet. Where to buy, where to buy, plrnewsletters.com. I've got a lot of that in another mind map actually. I should be implementing that a bit more, putting those resources in there. It's getting to that stage now actually, as I'm just thinking as I'm doing this. Video, screen captures, talking head, that sort of thing. Google Reader, learn how to do Google Reader. Close that off. Indexing pages, link building, well this is all changing so we won't worry about that. There's a whole new thing to learn about that, there will be. But what's not disappearing is authority sites, so that's why I'm down this track actually. They're going to be prominent as time goes on in the search engines. Monetizing, opt-in pages, squeeze pages, sales funnels and everything. When you get down to that sort of level, when you get up to that sort of level, tracking and testing. Oh, here's a big one, traffic, isn't it? I don't know whether you've been in here. Information about traffic and free traffic resources, which you can be looking at. Ad swaps, I do a lot of ad swaps. Don't do any classified at the moment. Forums, do a little bit in the forum. Memes, there's another new one. I just bought a product on that the other day and I've stick it away. There's another thing that we were talking about, buying something, but I can't read it because I haven't just got to that stage. So when I get to that stage, I have it tucked away anyway. It's a bit like tucking away for a rainy day. Social bookmarking, sharing sites, uploading content and everything like that. So that's free traffic. And then we got the paid traffic section. Just keeping an eye on the time here, it's not running away. This is a whole industry of its own. And as I say, Philip, my son, is in the paid traffic section. And he knows quite a lot about that. So that's another story, paid traffic. Video marketing, I do a bit of that as you noticed. Different things like that. And YouTube traffic from YouTube for modules in there when you get to the YouTube stage. And tracking and testing sections like that. Tracking software. It's quite big in here, huge. There's enough there to overwhelm you and confuse you. But if you want a hand with anything like that, just sing out and I'll have these ones I've highlighted. They're quite, I use Stat Counter. And what we'll do is we'll have a look at Stat Counter actually. We can do that now. I'll bring over that my browser. I'll make that full. Make the screen bigger, hopefully. And Stat Counter. My trusty robo form. Log in. I love my robo form. Robo form's good for password management system. As you can see here, it's logging in itself. I'll just there's RoboForm. So there's all information I have that I've collected over the last couple of years of resources and things like that, and memberships I've joined and everything like that, and all the passwords are held in there. So RoboForm is I highly recommend. Stat Counter shows you today, yesterday, and that sort of thing. 2 people have gone to that site, authority site, Nomad, and members is 1. Free affiliate market just kicked over. So we use this one here for just show you as an example. and I'll make the screen bigger. Stat counter, you've got to have stat counter, I think. It's good recording for recording the stats, and it's got all information down the side here. And the main ones I look at is recent visitor activity. So you click on that tab there, or button, or whatever you want to call it, and in time it'll start coming up and say this person here has watched the video. Hope you can see that. I'll make it too big, it won't show. Anyway, this person's watched this video and it's watched it for 9 seconds, so it gives you information like that. This one here is got Bruce on it, so that's recording from my IP, and your IP changes now and again, so you have to go in there and filter them. So that gives you 5 minutes. Page views 6, page views 1, page views 24, 1 this, oh no, that's me, that don't count. Page views 5 to this visit, so the person's been back, and that sort of thing. And then it can show you, where is it? Recent visitor map. It can show you one of these. Come on, and I'll just move this along, of course, and just like this, and that up like that. So that screen's catching up. That can show you a visitor map of where your visitors have come from, just for any particular information you want to use that for. So that's stat counter. So I'll close them off, and I'll take that away on the other side. And I think we're nearly Webmaster Tools, you have to implement that, and that's the tracking section, and that's testing, and that's the end of this strategy 303 mind map section. Then 404 is the product pipeline one. When you get up to that section, the resources are in here, and I'll bring that up like so. And what can you sell online? Products, create products, to be a publisher, PLR products. There's more information in there, where to buy. Yeah, there's a bit more information in this section, in the product section. Those are sites that you can look at to buy PLR products to help you. They're good for research, they're good for rewriting in any particular topics. You can generally most of the time you can find PLR and you can write about it yourself in your own words and use, as I say, use it for research. Saves a lot of time. Sell them products, you can sell them there. And theme, product launch theme, payment pipeline, different payment places that you can, merchant accounts and things like that when you get up to that stage, and selling your site. So that's product pipeline. So we'll put him away and we go to the resources. Is quite good. I don't know whether you've been in the resources section. I'll bring it up as well. A to E, so letters alphabetical, A to E. So cover through email, e-covers, e-cover creators, my ecover.com, I've used them a few times. They're very good. Education, there's nothing there yet. Email, drop shipping, for if you want to drop ship things. Domain names, downloading software, digital, create your own courses, copywriting. Better fill, that must be in, I know where that is. Copywriting's in its own section now, isn't it, in module 10.10. Contests, connecting communities, converting files, hang on, countdown timers, coaching, nothing in there, calculators, Bing search engine, bookkeeping, books, banner rotators, help files. So that's A to E. We'll get to an exciting one in a sec. We'll write graphics, Facebook media tutorials. Here we got one in here. What do we got? Social Network Academy. That's our friend Jo Barnes who owns that. She's a lovely lady. Forums, finding products to promote, FTP software, graphics. Now, banners, create yourself a symbol and a logo, clip art, photos, e-covers again. Okay. Favicon, that's the thing on top of your site, a favicon, which is this particular thing up the top here in the browser. That's a favicon. Distinguish your site. There's Google's, there's mine. Bring that back again. That's how to create them. Graphics from $1, headers, icons, infographic logs, mini sites, PowerPoint templates, software, and notes. Save your photos and videos and upload them here. Image Shack, Photo Bucket, Tiny Pic, Picasa. Okay, so that's that resources section there. And that's Google stuff. Learn HTML, images, image editors, how to interview, internet map, JavaScript, landing pages, live chat places, link shorteners, megapixel calculator when you want to have to change the megapixel. Music royalty free, music section there. Membership sites, mentoring free, meta tag generator tool and generate tool. It's got no icon. Very good, Bruce. It's got no website in there. O2S coming right along. PowerPoint templates, photography, squeeze pages, software creator, signatures, create your signature there. Shopping carts, Skype, you've got to be on Skype. SEO browsers, see what your webs. Okay, see what's going on here. See if this works with GoToWebinar. SEO browser, request a quote address, advanced, home, login. Okie doke, need more information in there. Screen capture software, this is interesting. You'll use this. I use Snagit, that's what I use to capture screens. I'll just crank that into gear actually. This is Snagit. So I want to capture that particular area. I'll just press this big thing here, button, and I just scroll through it, and there it is there. Now I can save that, save as, testing, and stick it on a desktop. Now it's saved. Now you can use that anytime, anything like that. So it's great for capturing things that you want to use or put away and research. So click him off. So that's Snagit. I like Snagit. Put him away. But it's paid, it's $50 or something, which is not too bad. Now sales pages, ranking, that don't need that one at the moment. Protection and online privacy, phone systems, photo images, PDF stuff, payment process, optimization tools, and outsourcing. Here's an outsourcing section. Stand by. Gotta have a drink. Okie doke. Try and go for the highest rated in each section. Online jobs, Odesk, Elance, Fiverr. I've done, what's this here? Oh yeah. I've used Fiverr a little bit. It's good for little things, but complicated things sometimes it's not good because it's I don't know how to explain to the person I'm trying to get him to do something, and then he can't do it, and then it gets all haywire. What I had to do the other day is I made a video and sent it through to Fiverr, and there was this particular job, a project, and he was able to use it like that. Odesk, Philip, my son, he uses Odesk a lot and has a lot of success with Odesk. Elance, Fiverr, and there's other things all down here. So that's outsourcing. And that's the end of the O to S section and the T to Z. Moving right along. Teleseminars, technical timers, stopwatch countdown for a timer. When you want cool time is quite good. Egg timer. This one here is very good. See what happens. See if we can bring that up. You can download. There he is. That's it. Download cool timer. That's for when you want to set the timer when you're doing a task and all that, so it keeps you motivated and you don't wander around and everything like that online. So timers are very important for time management. There's a section on time management as well. Focus Master, Rescue Time, Trade List, Workflow, Tutorials. I have to put one in there. I've got one to put in there actually. Time converters, video, virtual classroom, view, webinar software, websites, blog, WordPress. Yep, and that's A to Z. I mean T to Z, sorry. On the mind map section, now going off there and going back onto the website just for a little bit. Quick start guide. Let's have a look at that. Don't know whether you've looked at that, but that's where we start off. Come on, scroll through. Quick start guide. And there's the registered domain, that sort of thing, hosting, information about here, about what as the process is. Password manager, change the theme and everything like that. Change the permalinks. Pages tab, make your first post. Sign up for autoresponder. We can look at what an autoresponder is. I'll just, hey. Let's come back here. Lost me, there it is. Go to webinar, little box in the side. Aweber, log on to Aweber. So this is an Aweber autoresponder, as you know, because you get emails. Log on to the account, and that's the back end of the little where messages are. This is a home tab. Just bring it up higher, and these are all you create a list. You can manage and create a new list, so we learn how to do that if you haven't done that, and to organize your autoresponder when the time comes. So you just click on this thing here and it asks you to make a new list, create a new list when it gets round, It's got a default always, so you just put your list name in there. Like so. See, the name's available. List name's available. Then your list description you put in there, and you go through, personalize your list and confirm your opt-in. List description, address, email address, and then you save it, save the settings. Successfully saved. I didn't put a description in, but that doesn't matter. You can personalize your list, put your name in there, your website, and your email signature, and you can upload a little logo in here. You can upload a logo. So you just press that button, choose a file. We'll go to didn't plan on doing this, but never mind. Authority site Nomad, and images into my images files here. And we find a logo. I'll use that one there, see if that one works. So upload button. Hope you can see this. And there's the logo. You put your logo in there. Yeah, I think you can see it. Then confirm. Hang on. Connected to any of the Facebook pages you have. Save settings. Hope it saves, because I've never put much. Oh yeah, it did save. Confirm opt-in. This section's big. Well, not big, but just you'll be careful of. There's double opt-ins, as you know, when you join email lists. There's it sends you, can you please confirm your email? It is recommended that we only have a single opt-in, not that when you get to confirm your email, it's called a double opt-in. So it means you put your email into a box and it goes away into the autoresponder. Then they send back this thing called, can you confirm, we've all gone through it, can you confirm your opt-in, and you've got to wait for the email to come, generally straight away, and you've got to click on it. But because some people don't worry about clicking on it, it's suggested that you don't worry about that step. So what you do is click the off button. Now it'll tell you, we strongly recommend that you keep this enabled to prevent malicious subscription and false spam allegations. So it's just warning you, because Aweber or all autoresponders have a compliance they have to adhere to, so that's why they have that in place. So you just put, are you sure you want to disable? And you just press yes, and the required confirmation is off. So that means that they will only, you won't have to have a double opt-in. When the person puts email into autoresponder, it goes straight through into the autoresponder, and they don't have to wait for an email to come. So you put your confirmation page URL there, and you press save settings. This is just a rough way of doing it. Well, not a rough way, but this is just a one for this webinar here, where you can put a URL in there if you want to. Web forms, and then you click on web forms, because you need that thing like here, no, here, and here. Yeah, this is the web form. Click on the web form, where you put your email. So we've got to find our autoresponder again. Here we are. So there's the web, create a new web form, because we haven't created one yet under this name, so create a new web form. So that's the process. It rolls around. While it's doing that, I'll have a drink. Okie dokie, and you come up with this window here, and it's got a whole lot of templates. Popular templates, new templates, my templates, none in my templates. Hey, what happened here? Modern template, woody template, corporate template, show more. We won't do that. This is just a basic one. I want this popular one here. That's better. You can click on this one here and you can change the color. Change the color, made black. That's the outside color, the back color. White, that's better. Load template. We're just doing a quick run through here. Now, on these it's got here powered by Aweber. Now you can put your affiliate URL in there, but I never worry about that. And you can edit it like that and put your ID in there, or that doesn't matter, or remove it. So it's gone. We respect your privacy. Most people don't read that, so you can remove that. And it has a footer thing, so you can write in here, thank you, save, edit again. Make it font up to 18, bold, center, or on the right, like that. Save. Oh, change the color, shall we? Change the color to, that'll do. And change the font family. There you go, save. So you can have a footer in there, and if you don't want a footer, sometimes you don't have to have, I don't have it, you just click on this button here and it removes the footer altogether. Sign up now. It's this section here you can edit. The form button. Okay, hang on. Sign up, and you can do, where are we? Show submit button, there you are. You can use one of your own. You can use, what have I got? Let's see what I've got here. I'm trying to hurry actually. See, I have clicked here, join today. I've created my own button and I've put it on a URL on my site, hosted it on my site, and I'll put the URL in there, and that's where that will come up. It'll show up there. So that's the form button, and the header's the same. Edit the header. Have a nice day. And the same trick as before, to see where it's sitting. It can be bold, it can be center, and the sites, and we'll change the color, and we save it. So that's our form, and when we think that's nice and see this thing here, we can change the size of it, like so. About there will do. And that can go in a widget or in your sales page, in your website, on a post or a page or anything like that. Then you save your web form. Click the save button, then it's saving. And go to step 2 and publish my web form. There's a couple of steps in there to do, but we won't do that just at the moment, because we'll do a proper tutorial about this. Publish, and I will install it myself, and you get a JavaScript one. Come on. Oh, it's down here. And you just put that in your, I'll show you where that goes. We'll do that while the going's good. I've never intended to do this, but that doesn't matter, does it? What do I want? Appearance, widgets. Widgets. What we're looking at is this special offer free access. This in the widget section in here where we put the JavaScript. That's what I'm showing you at this stage, hopefully. Oh yeah, let's move this along. up here, and just further, hope you can, special offer, and see that JavaScript in there, that code there, that's where we put that from here. We copy that, Control C, and okay, oh, I might do this. I won't wreck anything. I'll just get it on a pad here so I can change it later. That's that one. And what, I'll go back to my site and I'll take this one out, Control C, so that's my special offer, so I can just keep track of it, put that down there and put this, use this one just so I can fix this later. That's what I've done. See, I've put both the codes in there so I can change it back. So I'll move that away and I copy what the original one is. I mean the one we're testing. And I'm going to put it in here. Whoops. Control V. That'll be interesting, won't it? And save it. Hope we got it organized. Saving, wheels going around, looks saved. Go back to our blog, press F5, regurgitate it. Now see what's happened. No, because I haven't probably filled it in properly or anything like that. Anyway, that was a good experiment, wasn't it? Okay, so that's what happens. So we'll go back to our widget section. Hang on, I'll go back. Did I copy all that properly? Yeah, it's missing parts of from when I first was doing it. I missed some steps. That's okay. So what we'll do is let's go back here. Oh yeah, I know. Hang on. I just noticed something. Hang on. I didn't put it all in. Hang about. Here we go. Gee, here we go. That maybe looks a bit better. What a good teacher. Okay. You're hanging in there. I can see you're hanging in there anyway. I've saved it. F5. I haven't frightened everyone away yet. Only a couple of people. And there we are, a special offer. Have a nice day, and put your email in there. Email address. Where? Bruce Stewart Online. Where are we? At gmail.com. Sign up now. Activate your subscription. That's interesting. Go to my email account. Come on. Load. It's not too bad. And confirm. Bring that up. Here it is here. Confirm your subscription. This is what's not supposed to happen, but anyway, I mustn't have saved it properly or something like that, because it won't go anywhere, because weren't supposed to get that. And the URLs come from this quick startup section, so you just click on that, you would, but that's what we don't recommend. Okay, so but there's the icon that we put in there as well. So that's that. And I'll put that off because I don't want to check my email. And we sign out of our Aweber. Just click that button and move that away. Close that down. and close that off. Oh, we bring my site back up again. No, not that one. Not that one. Members. Members. Rightio. So that's a bit of a run through. We've probably gone an hour 15. Anyone want to know anything? Any questions? If you've got any questions, just type them in the box, or even if you have got a mic, do you want to speak? We might be able to see if we can speak. Does anyone want to speak? There are no hands up. So you people are okay? So there's no Q&As to do or anything like that? Going once, going twice, going 3 times? Okie doke then. So it's Bruce here from Authority Site Nomad. So I'll just check my board here. Have I done anything? I've done everything. We've done that. Do you have a blog? There were the members that were in here. And a nice authority site. I'll just put that. Put this somewhere you can learn some things about. I'll just put this URL in the chat box here. It's Rusty's fitness site. So I'll put Rusty's fitness site, and the URL can go in there. Okay, for you guys, you can take that, and because there's some good information in there about affiliate marketing and creating your site and everything like that. That's about all. I have a little traffic tactic. That's the last thing. Traffic tactic here. I'll just bring this over, bring that up. And if anyone wants, I'll put this traffic tactic in the forum, in the members, not the forum, in the members section under I'll let you know. I'll send you an email. Here's a traffic tactic that I got hold of the other day. It's to get really targeted traffic and bank off it. You go to Amazon and find a best-selling book in your target market. Then you also sell this book using Amazon. You can actually buy the book from eBay booksellers or even Amazon booksellers and resell at the cheapest rate. You will sell loads of them. The best bit is that when you send out the book, you also send a sales letter for your product or an opt-in list. So if you sell a book in the weight loss market, you can also include a sales letter for a weight loss product. Your conversion rates will be higher than you've ever seen online, and you'll build super targeted list of buyers at a low cost, because we're all looking for building a list of buyers at cheapest cost as possible, which is not unusual. I know a company that increased their profits by 19k a month by using this one single trick. So I got this out of a traffic webinar, that 5-hour traffic webinar I was on 3 days ago that I paid money for. So there's a little thing that you might be handy for you, and I'll put it in the members area. So I'll put that away, and we are all good to go. So it's Bruce Stewart here from Authority Site Nomad, and we're going to be closing off the webinar. And I want once again thank you very much for attending, and we'll be having another webinar again next Saturday. I've got 4 each Saturday. There's another 4 to go, just to see how these pan out and who joins and everything like that. Okay, so it's Bruce here signing off now, and thank you, and we'll catch you again sometime soon. Bye for now.